We should be live any second. And yeah, wow, that was quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 12th of March, 2017. And I wanted to share something with you to show how YouTube is basically all about trying to silence truth and making it more difficult. Now, for me, it's not going to matter because despite what a few say, I don't do this for the money. I do it for the principle and for what's right. But I want to show you something. I have a video that I made the other day on March 9th titled Over 1,500 Child Sex Trafficking Arrests That No One Talks About. Now, if you've watched that video, there is no cursing. There is no sexual content. There is nothing but me showing articles based on what actually has occurred, and that is over 1,500 child sex trafficking arrests. And as you could see right here, they took the monetizing out of off this video because of the fact they said it's not advertisement friendly. Now it's under review, and every single one of my videos that have been under review they denied. But this goes to show that YouTube is part of the problem, and they are going to do their best to silence truth, so this way people will not get the information. And as you could see, that video alone only has about a little bit less than 900 views. So according to YouTube, a video that is doing nothing more than just showing actual news articles, it's not fabricated. There is nothing that is even a child couldn't see, and they've said it is not advertiser friendly. So what they're doing is they're trying, and look at this, already one of my subscribers is saying that they can't even see the video playing. So it just proves my point. Now, I don't worry about the advertisements revenue loss on that video. It's the point of they're trying to discourage people and think, oh, well, if I'm not making any money, I'm not going to do videos. Well, that's not going to stop me. So I'm not really worried about it. But what this shows is YouTube is proving time and time again how they have an agenda to follow as well. And that is to silence truth or discourage it by making it difficult for people to want to continue. Now, I guess YouTube doesn't understand how stubborn of a person I am, and I don't care if they take the ad revenue off. To me, I do this because I love it. I love the fact that I've helped people. I love the fact that I'm not one of those people that will just be complacent. I love the fact that I will not just accept things and I will speak up. The fact that I made a little ad revenue off of it, to me, is an added bonus. So they're not going to stop me. But I just wanted to show everybody that YouTube is just another greedy corporation that has been paid off and is trying to silence truth. So I would love to see how they can categorize this as fake news when I actually used local news reports to prove my point. So there's nothing fake about it unless they're saying that those news reports are fake. But they've taken away the ad revenue saying it's not advertiser friendly. So I guess then any news channel should not have advertisements because all I did was report what they did. No cursing, no nudity, nothing inappropriate. So I would love to know why it is not advertiser friendly, other than the fact that, like Christopher St. Onge says, Google owns YouTube, hence the issues. You're absolutely right. And this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it's going to get worse and worse if we continue to look the other way, if we keep pretending, oh, as long as it doesn't happen to me. They are going to make this go away. They want you to be distracted by other things. They want you to have a goldfish memory, and they want you to have something else to worry about. That's why no one talks about Fukushima anymore. That's why nobody talks about the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico anymore, even though both of those are continually affecting our lives. They don't want you to speak about these things. Why? Because the grandmasters who pay these corporations or own these corporations probably, in my belief, may be involved in these sex trafficking scandals. And let them try and sue me for a belief. Because then it might show the light of day and expose these people. And I use that term loosely. So I feel that I am reporting on accurate news. Now, obviously, I wasn't there during the arrests, so do I know exactly what's going on? Obviously, none of us do. There is not really many reporters on any mainstream media news can say they were there. Most of their news is because somebody else handed them the information, or they're just sharing their opinion. But ladies and gentlemen, until we decide enough is enough, they are going to make this worse and worse. Things are not getting better when it comes to this. YouTube has sold out. Google has sold out. So they are protecting the very people that have potentially molested children, who have potentially murdered children, who have potentially done lewd and illicit sexual acts with children. Which, by the way, I just want to say, as an adult, there are some people with comments on my last video I made about Demi Moore. Whether she was 19 or 20, it doesn't matter. The fact that she was kissing a child that just turned 15, the fact that you're okay with that shows how conditioned people are. Anyone doing anything to a minor is wrong. Now, if you are 40 and you're dating a 30-year-old, yes, that's a 10-year difference, but these are consenting adults. Are people going to compare what two adults do to what a child is supposed to do? So there are some interesting comments I've had on my last video, and it just proves to me how many people, even in the quote-unquote truther community, that are seemingly hypocrites, where if a man did that to, if a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old man did that to a 14-year-old going on 15-year-old girl, the internet would be in outrage. But when the role is reversed, oh, high five, good job taking advantage of a 15-year-old kid. Boy, I wish I was him. Do people not understand what wrong is? And there were people that actually compared adults with a bigger age separation to a person taking advantage of a 15-year-old child. And if you cannot understand how it is wrong, then those people are part of the problem. So if we continue to ignore this, YouTube is just eventually going to make it so difficult that no one's going to be able to speak other than the mainstream media. And then the masses who seem to believe everything that they're told, because if you go out on the street and you try and talk about any of this stuff with people, they'll look at you like you have 10 heads on your shoulders. They're the ones that are going to take over again and control everything, and we did all this for nothing. And I will be damned if I spent 7 years of my life being humiliated, being attacked, being insulted, being misquoted, being abused by some of these cowards on the internet for nothing. So I'm going to keep this video short. If people continue to do nothing, YouTube and Google will eventually silence us all, and then we'll get exactly what we deserve. And until that time, I'm going to keep opening up my mouth. I'm going to keep talking about controversial things. I'm going to keep not being afraid to speak my mind. And we need more people to join in on this. So, yes, YouTube took the ad revenue off of this video. Oh, well, I'll survive. But I ain't taking it down. It's not going to change my mind. And it just makes me see even more how Google and how YouTube have sold out to protect potential child molesters so the information doesn't get out. So, YouTube, you can go, you know what, yourself. How's that for advertiser friendly? Let's keep being silent, people. Let's let the evil people win. See how well that works for us. So yeah, I'm a little ticked off about the fact that YouTube is just allowed to get away with silencing truth. And to protect who? The people that pay their bills. That's the kind of world we live in. If you make enough fiat currency, you'll do anything. Including allow some child to be molested right now by somebody that says, well, it's okay because it's only a little boy. Unbelievable, the people out there and the hypocrisy. It should start to piss you off.